They're like, we're living to die, but we're fighting to live. So it's just like, we all know we're gonna die, but like, what are we gonna do before we die? We're just gonna roll over and die? Or we're gonna fight to see the best life we can get, or the best life we can live, you feel me?
Right.
So it's just like, what you're saying with me is just like, I'm okay with surviving. You feel me? I'm okay with surviving till I die, even though I might get this, or might get this, or might not have this, or might not have this. I'm okay with that. When if I use my brain power and just be like, let me be the best I can be. You don't even have to
think about surviving.
Right. It's just like, once I get to that point, it's just like, nigga, now you're not living, but now you're like...
You can tap into inner. Because that's all we could do is reveal shells of ourselves throughout our whole life. Just like a snake, sheds its skin. Animals do these types of things. Everything in humans is emotion, which is why we learn how to communicate, because we want to share our emotions so much. So it's like, at the end of the day... Because the point to me is to exponentialize shit and maximize. So we have all this time left to be even more profit. Like, we're already profit individuals in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're already up. Like, if we were to go yesterday, right? Motherfuckers, we would have died legends. Like, motherfuckers around us, our family, whether it be whatever it is, bro. Like, even if, like I said, it's a handful of people, that's the type of energy we would, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hella love. Even if it's 5 people, it'll be the amount of love, energy-wise. You see what I'm saying? Like, when we talk about quality. So it's like, when your core, what you move for, already feels all that, it's like, okay, at this point, what more can I do? You just got to live like that. And that is the idea and the thought that will gravitate you towards anything that I say. Cause also real. That shit is all mental. Especially with technology. Like, it's all mental. Like, to get through shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be...
If you don't have it, you don't have it. And that's where other motherfuckers that have it come into play, because now
exactly.
a motherfucker can help you for this or that, and that's how they get paid. That's how they're making money off of something that you simply could have figured out yourself, but you didn't want to. Your brain was just like, all right, I give up. And that's the thing in life. Damn, that blew nice. That blew nice.
To me, it's just, damn, bro, we almost 30. So when it comes to 30... it's like, okay, yeah, when you do shit in your 20s, or when we teenagers and we was hooping how we was, whatever the case was, when you getting money in the 20s, it's like, it's all cool and it feels cool. But once you hit them 30s, it's like, you have to be bound for something more than that now. Because it's like, if you stay just making the money and it's cool, you ain't gonna, anything you do won't shine as bright.
But also, you have to, like, set yourself up for that. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to wait till 30 and get to 30. And then that same plan that they had when they were 28, 27 don't quite work out at 30.
Yeah.
You feel me? So just like how you saying we're almost to 30. We need to kind of get our, like, 30 mindset going now.
Right.
To where for you have that going with, you know what I'm saying, the longevity part.
Right.
So just like we got to get that going to where, like, when nigga do turn 30, it's more like on some Drake shit, like I want to retire. You feel me? Like, at 30, I want to retire. Like, I want to be that
Late
good in
30s,
life.
yeah.
You feel me? Like, I want to, but that's the goal, at least. You feel me?
And
like,
that's
mindset-wise.
when we talk about efficiency and having to be so efficient with ultimately time and what you value. Because it's like, that's really, like, just how I broke that little thing down today, right? All them, like, I really could break life down like that. Like, that's really what I was showing you. Like, line for line, like.
But another thing is, you are a very seldom few of people that look at life like that. So to you, like you just said with how we drive like that, how to other motherfuckers it look like reckless, you feel me? To other motherfuckers that look like senseless information, because, like, I would never use that. You feel me? That, like, some shit you learn in school, like, why are you teaching me this? I'll never use this.
Yeah.
But it's there, and it's there for a reason. Because when you broke it down, it was like, well, when you break it down like that, you feel me? That shit looks a lot different. But if I tell you getting $20 an hour, you just hear $20, you're like, good. Yeah. But when you break it down, it's like, nigga, what the fuck?
Right.
It's not worth it, bro. So it's just like, that shit's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
But a lot of people don't look at life like that. Like, they just hear
but
the
that's
number
why
and
it's
hear
so
the thing.
tough, though. Like, to know these answers, but still be at that highest of low levels. Basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I am. Like, I'm just the highest of the lowest level.
But at that point, you have something that the highs don't have and that the lows don't have.
That's hard.
You feel me?
Wow.
Because a low...
Yo, that's hard. Okay. Wow.
So there has to be a word for that.
That's basically the sweet spot.
Right. How they...
And it's like, you know how we never really, like, when people always refer in their life, bro, when we hear an older person refer to something good from when they was young, what the most time they say?
What you mean?
Damn, the good old days.
Oh, yeah.
Or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, the good, that's always reference to somebody's past.
Or life must be good type shit.
When they're there, when we're there, we don't really hold that as value.
Yeah.
Because we looking ahead, but it's like once we get ahead, like you said, what the highs don't have, motherfuckers lose themselves. Motherfuckers lose a piece of themselves.
Right, because you could be rich, but you're not living at that point.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because you don't have nothing to live for.
Yeah.
So you just have all this money, but nothing to live for. Where you could be broke and have no money, but like, bitch, I have everything that I like. I have nothing, but I have everything. I have my family, I got my kids, I got this, I got, you feel me? But to a motherfucker, you're middle class, you're lower class. Like, you don't have, but you're living the best life. You're living a better life than the highest of highs. So just like shit like that. That's why when you say you're in the middle.
When they come do what they come down to, bro, 100%. Like, I guarantee every billionaire could just want to feel the feelings that I've been having with family involved. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Your family, whether that's your people that you made your family or your real family. Like, in life. Because if we die alone, we failed in life because we're not here alone. You see what I'm saying?
I feel that. But technically, you know, even though we don't come in the world alone.
We don't come in alone and we don't have to go out alone.
Right.
Because pieces of people can come with us just like we gonna leave them our pieces. You see what I'm saying? When we talk about energy, like once somebody passes that you near and dear to, you give them a piece of you when they go. You know what I'm saying? Like energy-wise.
Right.
Like you're like, damn, a piece of me died. People say that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's true. That's not just a saying. Like, so, but at that same time when the motherfucker passes, they passing you something too. So it's like, you don't have to die alone. And you never want to feel that feeling. And that's the real root for the feelings of when people feel alone. Because it's like, if you feel alone and you feel like you'll die like that without the process I just said, that's scary as fuck. But if you have the process I just said, like, damn, I know, you know, we'll always be bounded because of energy here or not. When you have that belief, that means you believe in greater, and that person was a piece of why you believe that because they made you feel this type of way.
All right, answer me this, right?
Yeah.
You feel like if you got rich right now, you'll still fuck with the same people and, you know what I'm saying? All that?
Like in
a sense of like...
Because I got my circle small as fuck.
Right, and I feel that. And I specifically asked you this for that reason, because you don't put your time in the wrong places.
Right.
You put your energy and your time in the right place. You script shit, you on time, ATA, all the extra shit, you feel me?
Yeah. So
just like, if you got rich right now, do you feel like, basically what I'm trying to ask you, do you feel like you would change?
I'm trying to think, and there's so many, in some type of way, I don't know, because I don't have to.
But you have to give me an answer. And that's the point right there.
In what way, though?
Listen, that's the point right there. For you not to be able to give me a legitimate answer right there and have to think about it, it's the point that, like...
That's why it's the sweet spot. Because wouldn't it be easy for somebody high to get back there if it's just back there? No. Because once you get out of that, you see what I'm saying?
I just feel like it's a lot of things that you see when a lot of rich motherfuckers get rich. You feel me? Like, it's certain people, like, all right, you have a Drake that has an entourage. You have certain people that have entourage. But Drake is more like a you. Like, his circle is motherfucker that he trusts.
Right.
It's not motherfucker like a young Dolph that niggas are backdooring him, killing him, or stealing money or shit like that. It's a lot of people that go through that. And that's because you don't pick the right people. They might look good for 5, 10, 15 years, but, you know what I'm saying, eventually they're going to have that. You can tell that from a certain just chilling with them. Yeah. You feel me? So just like a 40, a Nico, all that shit for Drake, they'll never turn on him. I mean, knock on wood, but you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say with the whole money thing is, I feel like the more money you get, you lose people, because for one, people are not on your level, and it's not even like you're trying to boast a bag, but it's just like, it's certain shit that you're like, hey man, I want to go to Dubai. And a motherfucker can't go to Dubai. A motherfucker's on that lowest of lows. You feel me? But living the highest of highs, but on that lowest of lows. So when you mention shit like that, they take it as you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? But then when you chilling with a motherfucker that can just get up and go to Dubai with you, you chill with them, but then they don't have no life.
Exactly.
They don't have no love.
That's the question right there.
Right.
Because
so
it's I wouldn't, like, okay, let's say it was like, it was different level and then.
Ooh, not the X.
And then on some shit like...
Not the X. I need to have that bitch do a performance. That bitch go done with the performance.
Bro, I just don't know about the quality. What is quality at that point of what you believe? Like, of who the people you want to be around. Because like I said, I already dwindled down. I already am never the type to forgive. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there's always exceptions and rules. And that's where I believe you and I fit in life. Like, we could do this, and that, and still be the one to get away with our way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could do it however the fuck we want on whatever level we want. We gonna get whatever we doing and our way, like, or we're really probably not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? If it's not our way, and that sounds a little, you know what I'm saying? What's it called? Layman's terms. But it's like, ultimately is what it is, because we can't even reach that, like, in ourselves.
I just feel like deep down, if there is a way, which there is, but I feel like a lot of people don't do it. But if there was a way for you to gain a large amount of money and still keep the energy that you will have with the people that you have now with that money, it would be amazing. But just like you said, when I asked you that question, you couldn't answer it because that's the differential right there. Would you still feel the same, treat these people the same, have the same energy with these people to even do the same thing when you have that type of money? You feel me? Now, like, it's like, now you're really making time for motherfuckers because you don't have to. You feel me? So, like, hey, I'm trying to chill with you, and the motherfucker be like, well, I'm doing, like, I'll never hit you up again because it's just like, bro, I don't have to chill with you. I have so much money. But then that changes your mindset and your thought process of how you used to do things, because you know you used to put, well, I know this motherfucker's always late. I told him 5:50, he's here at fucking 6:25. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can accommodate because it's like, I know this motherfucker. But when you have that type of money, I feel like your whole thing changes, no? Tough?
Yeah, because I wouldn't want it to. But I just feel like in the most extreme case,
it does,
that I would have to colorize it, I would say that it would just probably be family and probably two people outside that. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't be different people. You see what I'm saying?
How it dwindled down, though.
Yeah, but it just wouldn't be people. Like, it wouldn't be.
Because at this point, you can say people. You have like a Kenya, me, Marco, Aaron, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, handful.
David. You feel me? Like, right, that you can actually talk to, convey in, all that type of shit. But it just like, when that money comes and everything, it would just be like, at that point, it's mom, golden teeth, and you feel me? Like Kenya, and it's like, you feel me? Like, that should be very, very small. But I'm like, it shouldn't be that way. That you get the money and then it like, that changes. But I feel it because you also can't live the same life.
And I feel like that still goes to the death part. Like, you see what I'm saying? Because them people was maybe your fuel still to get over there.
Those people were the reason you were living.
You see what I'm saying?
They helped you live.
Right.
So, like, you were living for a reason.
Right.
Now, with the money, you're living to die instead of dying to live.
Right.